Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. Please, nobody make fun of my shirt. It's laundry day, and this is all I have left. Today, we're going to be talking about music, and that is a topic I should not be allowed to cover, considering the only music I listened to before 2015 was Coldplay and video game soundtracks. This story is about Phoebe Bridgers, who is an indie rock artist and one of my favorite musicians. She performed on Saturday Night Live a little while back, and she ended her set by smashing her guitar on stage. Well, at least she tried to, because she is very tiny, and that guitar model is notoriously sturdy and kind of hard to smash. So she really just banged it around a bunch and then discarded it, but details. Personally, I thought this was a really cool moment because it came at the end of a very emotionally driven song, and it was sort of the perfect way to end that set. And SNL has usually been very safe when it comes to its musical guests. And honestly, the show in itself is very safe and kind of bland. Sorry, SNL. But here's where the story kicks in. Phoebe smashing her guitar on stage got a lot of backlash on Twitter. For some reason, a lot of middle-aged white people got really offended by what Phoebe did. Why did this woman, Phoebe Bridgers, destroy her guitar on SNL? I mean, I didn't care much for the song either, but that seems extra. So this is the tweet that started it all, and I have to say, this is one of the funniest tweets I've ever seen. It feels like this should have been written by like an indie film kid who's like reviewing a movie that he didn't like. You can like just feel the superiority complex just coming off of this tweet. But this didn't come from like a college film kid like me. Oh, I shouldn't make that distinction. It came from a middle-aged man whose whole personality is hating Trump. Like his Twitter banner image is a baby Trump crying in jail, so he's one of those kinds of people. And here come the replies. Get ready for some old people tweets. I'll show my age and say I have no idea who she is, but I really am disappointed and quite concerned that this is the best musical talent SNL could find. A very unjustifiably awkward display of white privilege after the year the world has had with pain, suffering, and death from hashtag COVID. It felt inappropriate. Think hashtag charity, or hashtag donation, or just being a positive role model. Music sucks now. Jesus, old people are such snowflakes these days. It made me angry. There are so many who'd love to have a guitar like that and can't afford it, and she's just throwing hers away in front of the world. Okay, I get that like some guitars can cost like $500, and destroying those is kind of a waste. But it's very public that the guitar that Phoebe smashed was worth $85. And while that may still seem like a lot to some people, it's not worth this level of outrage. Also, hang on. Excuse me. Smashing guitars has been a staple of classic rock for generations. A lot of the musicians that this generation of people grew up listening to, like Pete Townsend, Kurt Cobain, and Jimi Hendrix, all smashed their guitars at their concerts, and the crowd went wild at the spectacle. But now, all of a sudden, it's different. I wonder what the difference is. I find it funny, in a disturbing way, that as soon as a woman does something that men have been doing forever, suddenly it gets backlash. Countless musicians have smashed their guitars, and it was seen as a statement, like this powerful thing to do. And then all of a sudden, a woman does it on SNL and gets hit with criticism. That makes no sense to me. But I suppose if you perform on SNL, you just sort of have to accept that that's what their audience is. Like, here's a tweet that sums up this whole thing perfectly. SNL's core audience of geriatric, joyless centrists turning on them the instant the Trump impressions stop is exactly the fizzling death it deserves, I guess. And thankfully, there are plenty of people who are defending Phoebe and making fun of the people critiquing her. Usually it's younger people like me, but actually some older people got in here too. All y'all are showing your age and ignorance. Phoebe Bridgers is a very talented artist. Maybe try listening to something from this century. This 60-year-old Phoebe fan so agrees. She is so good. I encourage people to check out Better Oblivion Community Center with her and Connor Oberst too. Thank you, ladies. Phoebe actually responded to all of this on her Instagram by saying, "Got some feedback from my performance. Next time I'll just burn it and it will be more expensive." And then she went on to retweet a bunch of the jokes defending her, even one from Drew Gooden, which just gave me whiplash because I would never picture these two people interacting. But in all, I'm very impressed by how she handled this. If I had that many people making fun of me, I'd probably fold like origami. But thankfully, she kept her spirits high the whole time. In conclusion, Phoebe Bridgers did something on SNL that was cool and innovative, and it got a bunch of the fan base of SNL tilted, and then Phoebe and her fans made fun of them until the scandal passed. And you know what? At the end of the day, I consider that a win. I was originally going to end this video by standing up, turning around, and revealing to you that I had been wearing Phoebe Bridgers merch the whole time, like the sweatpants that has her name on the ass. But it hasn't arrived yet. Pretty sure it got lost in the mail or something, so I can't do that. So just use your imagination and pretend I'm showing you that now. Love you, Phoebe. All right, that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching it to the very end. If you'd like to watch more videos to the very end, I will leave some suggestions on screen. Here are my social medias if you'd like to follow me and see more of me. I don't know why you would, but I'll be there. If you would like to support me, you can like this video, turn on notifications, do any of the stuff that supports me, but only if you want to, because as of right now, it's still a free country. Go have an amazing rest of your week. I will see you back here soon. I love you lots. Goodbye.